Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a team ready to put on a show, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And just about set to get this season underway. All the planning and practice, and we're about to get busy right now. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking for space. It's Maffa. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking to take a shot. He's got it. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front, and you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The inside handoff. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you've just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using the quick game. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Looking for room. It's Maffa. Hard running there. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers out near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody going down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. Fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job on the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Sanders. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season. And I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. All wideouts, no backs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throwing right. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Got a lot of room to the right. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Razorbacks defense is keeping this close, playing with the type of swagger that can flip the script in a hurry. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced 1 interception, had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Horn. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Direct snap. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man on the right. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to move it through the air. A shot for the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Running to the left. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Hunter. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Bringing it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes, over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking to throw at Sanders. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He leaves it with his back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Unloads to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. He hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Gets it out quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely wrong.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Sanders. He fires a bullet to the right. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. The 30. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job.
First down for this offense. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run it. It's Maffa. And into the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Makes his connection. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the...
Going over the top. Makes the grab. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And, you know, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. The defensive player makes the nice pick.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Throws to the tight end. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bucks! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everything. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing them over.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. On the move is the 30. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll try the left side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Maffa. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll go with a direct snap. Gets behind the pads and slams into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up for the PAT. And with with the extra point. They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arizona took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Wildcats that fired on all cylinders. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and
he's going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past the nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Unloads it left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Trying to find his man on first down. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The give from the gun. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go.
Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offensive effort's absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
Turns it on in midfield. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs onto the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of game.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Try to get it to the edge. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. The defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job of winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Makes the grab on the left. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on the critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Snap it to the back. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They're going to ride this running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. A 1st down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He caught it! And he's in for the touchdown.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it on first down. Grabs it in the middle. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense of getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. Open space at the 25. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very